So we call the next guest.
All right, so next up we got Karev from heritagehiphop.com. Coming up.
Find his house.
I did an interview with him last year before Kick Snare came out, so it's gonna be dope to get back in touch with him. I haven't spoken to him. Well, spoken to him, but I haven't seen him since. So I guess this will count.
Yeah. Oh, I have nothing to drink. No. Eric, chop.
It's gonna be tough because he interviewed the hell out of me.
Nah, he's good.
Yeah,
What's up?
there he is. What's going on, sir?
What's going on with the peoples?
Hey, what's up?
What up?
Can you hear us all right?
Yeah, can you hear us?
I'm perfectly fine. Hey, a nice shirt.
Thank you. I had to rep it. I had to rep the team. Come on, son.
Hip hop all day.
You know what it is. Yo, so people, if you don't know, right now on Lyrical Fix Pod, we are blessed, we are humbled to have Karev from Heritage Hip Hop joining us. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Glad to see y'all too. That's what's up.
Yeah. How are you maintaining with everything going on?
Oh man, I'm still working.
Okay.
I'm an essential worker. I'm still out here with the children, making sure the lesson plans are being done and the parents are on top of what's going on with education.
Absolutely, man. Then shout out to you for everything that you're doing.
Hey man, shout out to Most High because we able to do it.
Absolutely, man. Now I was just saying before the Sade, when I interviewed for Heritage Hip Hop, you interviewed the hell out of me. And I can only hope that we can come close to what you did.
We'll do even better. We do it together. It's all good.
That's what's up.
We definitely got to do a sit down for sure.
Well, it'll be my pleasure to meet you. I want to talk to more women within the culture that have voices and not afraid to use them. I think that's the one gift God gave Earth is women's perspective, and a lot of people don't respect it, and I want to.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to be a woman in this industry. Oh my God, the shit we got to deal with, and then even other women too.
I think it's hard being a woman, period, because if you're already not respected for your spiritual place and value in the world, you're already working behind not only the 8 ball, but ignorance as well.
Yeah, and then even I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and she is B from We Are Jersey. She said it. She was like, women in this industry kind of like they think that they have to play a certain role when you don't have to. You can use your own voice. You don't have to rely on other men because you see that it works that way. You just move it along yourself. Make your own voice.
Yeah, she's people's. B. We Are Jersey is central to the New Jersey culture, and for you, since you feel that way, next week we have our interview dropping with Yo Yo from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I would love for you to hear that interview.
Oh, for sure, nice. When is that one dropping?
I'm gonna premiere it next week, so it'll probably be out around either Wednesday or Friday. You just gotta check hip hop site to make sure you stay up on it.
That's a lot of legends right there, man. Yo. You had Tretch on the show.
Yo, Trek with all Bumpy Knuckles, second generation Wu Tang. Yeah, we and Razcast, my favorite. And we got Cassidy coming. We got Rampage from Flip Mode, and we got Billy Danzy coming.
Oh wait, hold up! I saw you post a picture. I didn't know that was for the actual. Oh, you got Cassidy coming?
Yeah, I just did his interview yesterday. I got it, put it up.
Oh man, that's incredible, bro.
Yeah, man, we moving, man.
That's incredible. Wait, real quick, I don't want you to take away, but did you talk to him about that battle?
Yeah, I kind of did, but he didn't want to talk about it.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
I said our name and Sue Surf, and he made sure he said other people's name that's not even from Jersey in the interview. It was hilarious.
Oh shit! I can't wait to tune in.
And you also said Rampage and Billy Danz.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Billy Dan's I do on Monday.
Oh man, that's
Are you
incredible.
really out here working? Oh, that's so dope.
Let's move into that heritage hip hop, man. Let's move into how you started it. When did you start it? You know, where you plan on taking it?
It's a funny lesson, so I'm gonna make a long story quick but punctual. So I've always wanted to work for Video Music Box or Ralph McDaniels, and my emails never got answered. And shout out to Ralph because he's the inspiration for me to love hip hop the way I do. Um, and going through my trials and years through life, I always kept seeing people talk about Jersey, and I'm from the era where Jersey was actually running hip hop. And as the years went on, I started noticing that there's a lot of people from Jersey who's hot that's not getting respect or getting known by the industry. And unfortunately, two people who I love and respect passed away. That's Gov Matic and Big Snuff. As I was working at my college job, we were going out of business, and my peoples was like, you gotta do something. And Heritage Hip Hop kind of started there because I was trying to work with Goodfellas TV, and it just didn't go the way that it was planned. Like the Most High had the plan. I just wanted to execute it the right way. So when my partner, who you met, BQ, he lived down the street from me. I kept telling him about the plan and what I wanted to do, and he was like, "Come on, we're gonna do it right now." And from there, Heritage Hip Hop was officially made at that time. But the idea came from loving Video Music Box and wanting to tell New Jersey's hip hop story because I think we have so many people out here that's dope that don't will not get recognized because we're not from New York or somewhere where there's a big market in place.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you bring on these other artists like Cassidy, like Billy Danz that aren't from Jersey, is there a special reason for that?
Yes. How raw do you want me to get? Is this non-raw, or is because we try to be nice? Like how raw you want me to get?
As much as you want, man.
Well, like I said, there's people who genuinely will watch you and try to sneak hate on you. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen since Heritage Hip Hop came, a lot of people sneak hate and try to be close to you just to get what they want. And one thing I know about people who are fickle, they need something to latch on to. Me, I'm happy talking to independent artists, but I know to get money, you gotta have a big name on there. And because some people like to ride penises the way they do, they want to see if you can get a celebrity on your show. So I don't do it because I need them. I talk to celebrities because it was given to me. The Most High let it happen, and I appreciate them. So I don't really do it for the purpose of, well, I got to get somebody so everybody can just start sweating heritage hip hop. I do it because I'm genuinely a fan of theirs or of the culture, and I just want to talk to people who I can respect and just listen to, or not just constantly talk to. You know.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Oh yeah. Now with the Jersey artists that you do have on the show, the underground independent ones, what's your screening process? Because I know you have like a submit form on the website.
Nope, I don't. All you gotta submit is your information. I don't screen people from Jersey. Or anybody. This is why heritage hip hop is not about music. I don't care about your music. I really don't give a fuck. I don't have to listen to you. Care about is how you are going to uphold the culture and be a respectable young man or young woman within the culture. So I don't have to like your music. It's not about that. It's about you're giving yourself the opportunity to do something that's bigger than life. Do I like everybody's music I interview? No, I don't. But everybody has the right to tell a story. And if you respect hip hop culture, you will know that hip hop culture came from people who had nothing, who made something of themselves. How dare I take somebody's chance away to be greater than music away? So I want to talk to you. I want to know who your fan base is. I want to know what your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations are. And Kid Pro knows for being on the show. My favorite question is, what is the legacy you left on the world because you existed? If you don't leave a legacy, you're basically wasting time. And God bless everybody's been a heritage hip hop, but they didn't waste my time because I would have not only kicked them off my show, but I would have berated them in a way where they wouldn't come back.
Word.
I like that a lot. I like that.
Has it gotten to that point with anybody yet, right?
Has it gotten close to that?
Yeah. Has it gotten closer?
To me berating somebody? No. The funniest thing somebody said on Heritage Hip Hop to me interviewing was they said, oh, he's long-winded. Just listen to the last couple of things he says so you can answer the question. And I said, really? So then I asked the questions a different way, and I brought it full circle to the beginning of the interview. And I said, if you didn't listen to what you said at the beginning of the interview, you can't answer my questions. And they was like, oh, that's crazy. And I'm like, no, I listen to you. I'm not going to. I want to give and take in my conversations.
I like that a lot. So, yeah. Oh, that's dope. I can't wait to sit down with you so we can actually have like a good talk. Oh, yeah. That's fun.
Well, that's the gift we try to bring on our platform. We don't want to just talk about music and beats. We want to help people build businesses. We want to help people build trust. Do they have good credit? Do you own your brand? Do you know how to be lucrative inside of your brand? Are you doing it for community or are you doing it for money? If you don't understand those basic terms, you're broke. And I don't mean your money, you're actually broken spirited. Because when it comes to money, if you're a hip hop artist and you don't know what a Schedule C form is, you're not fruitful. If you're a business and you don't know how to invest into yourself to make capital, you're not really investing into your brand. And if you're a brand, but you're scared to talk about it and live it out, you're not really a brand. You are a rumor. And I'd rather bring everybody who you are than the promise of what you think you can make. They said the richest place in the world is the graveyard, because that's where everybody's multi-million-dollar dreams are. I don't want to make the grave rich. I want to make families wealthy so we have legacies on this planet.
Amen to that. Yeah, we definitely gotta have this sit down.
Oh, yeah. You did me already. You already know what to expect.
Well, I haven't. We definitely have to.
You are invited.
Well, I gotta come on again. I still gotta promote my album again. I didn't get to promote it before.
Hey, but look, shout out to you for making Heritage Hip Hop Playlist number 3. Did you hear it yet?
Yes, I did. I'm on the second track.
How'd you like?
Fucking love it, man. I was wondering why it wasn't on the first 2.
God and timing, man. Listen, if you was on the, I'm gonna tell you something. No, I'm gonna answer that question for real. If I would have put you on the first one, you would have been overpowered because your MC style is deliberate but laid back. And if you listen to the first one, there's a lot of aggressive rappers on that one.
Fair enough.
If you listen to the second one I tried to include more artists who are more of today's caliber. So then you would not have been in that beats per minute type tempo. So I introduced that we hear that type of music too. If you listen to it on part 3, I have a perfect blend of all of it. Plus, I put some R&B and soul in it. So it's like we're showing everybody that you don't just have to rap to be on here. But if you do rap, you don't have to be a certain type of rapper because we can pick the best out of everywhere. And for 3 playlists, it seems like everybody's happy.
Oh, I'm happy either way. I love because
that's cool how you did it so intricately.
I respect heritage hip hop so much, so just to be mentioned at any point is fucking heaven to me.
And Kid Pro, let me tell you this: the playlist we make goes all over the country. See, this is the thing about us. People could put you on Spotify playlist, and it goes up there if people want to hear it. Our playlist is like album. It's an hour and 20 minutes long. That means it's specially picked. We're not, let's go out. We send it to people like the Heat DJs. We send it to the Fleet DJs. Shout out to my people who's in Europe right now. Funky Cousin them. Indeligible Conscious. We send it to them. Like everything we do, people watch. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not like, this is the hottest song in Jersey that nobody really know you. I mean, we make, and as you know it, when your album drops, we post your album. We have your album covered on our music page. So when people come and see what's on the music page, here's the album. You could click the link and you can hear that album right there. Like we really support these artists. We're not out here just taking people's songs and saying, yeah, this is hot in Jersey. There's no legwork behind that. I invest in everybody I interview. I invest in people. If I don't invest in you, then you got to reevaluate why you came to talk to us. Because I believe in relationships. I don't believe in dick riding and patting people on the back and taking money and stuff. I'm not into that.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Talk about it. Oh my God, this is the worst thing in creation. The clout chasing is the worst thing.
I love this.
Yeah. Sometimes it's necessary, but not all the time. Like, you know.
I'm not chasing shit because at the end of the day, if you chase something, that means it's running away from you. So why, if it's not for me, I don't have to chase it. It's gonna come willingly. Like in the Bible, when God made Adam, Adam didn't run and chase a wife. God saw that man was lonely, so he gave him his complement, which was the other side of God. That was his woman. And anything anybody chased in the Bible, it was to their detriment, their downfall. So I'm not chasing, I'm establishing and making it well known, like who I am and what we do. That's why me and my partners work the way we work, and we want everybody else to work that way too. I'm not chasing a fan. I'm giving them music, and music is the gift that God gave the common soul. So you mad, it's workout music. You in love, it's something to reminisce to. If you just want to bounce and chill or you want to think, it's something that can guide you into that frame of mode that you want to get into. You know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now with the music thing going into that, it obviously with Heritage Hip Hop, with the guests that you've had, the more famous guests, they're more of that boom bap era. Are you more a fan of that? How do you feel about the new style of music? I guess the trap or whatever you want to call it. How do you feel about the younger generation?
I don't feel hip hop is in a bad place, but I don't feel like it's in a good place. Hip hop is evolving. So when you get to a spot when you like, I don't listen to this new, or I don't listen to that, that's when you start cutting yourself off from the vibe of humanity. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like Pop Smoke passed away, and RIP to him. I was not a big Pop Smoke fan, and I'm not gonna start liking his music just because he died. I'm gonna support that young man because he had a movement, and that movement was taking care of people. Stuff like that. So like because of stuff like that, I'll never cut off the new generation of hip hoppers. But you gotta remember, I'm not a young dude. I ain't old neither. But everybody's new to me after a certain era. Like the newest era I had was the 2000s, and that's when I stopped listening to hip hop for like 10 years. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So everybody's new to me. Like everything's new. There's no era that ever ended in hip hop because it still goes on. So I like everything. I like everything as long as it has music to it. Here's something I want you to think about when it comes to me, because you know I'm very thoughtful. I like music. I don't like sound. If I dropped a spoon in the kitchen, that's the sound. That's how many songs sound right now. It's just noise. They have no content. There's no content. There's no idea. There's no punch or punctuality in the lyrics. That type of stuff I don't like. But if you can make a song with a subject matter, whether it's a story or how you the baddest nigga in the world or you had the fattest ass, I don't care. As long as you have it and you present it in a way where I never say it's trash. It's your art. Art is subjective. Some people like Rambo. Some people like the Terminator. Some people like Five Green Tomatoes. Some people like Transformers. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, there's so many. We talked about it earlier. There's so many different subgenres in hip hop now that it's hard to think. Like, for casual fans, there's the regular hip hop where it's like, oh, it's all one thing. But for us, we know that there's different genres. We know that there's different boxes, I guess, that kind of just intertwine. As far as, but I definitely, like, I'm the same way. When I listen to, if I'm listening to hip hop, I'm looking, or just music in general, I'm looking for content. If I'm looking at, listening to an album, I'm looking to see if there's a concept, looking to see if there's a story that's telling. So yeah, instead of just sound. So I feel you on that one.
Oh, we made a connection. My friend. That's what's up.
So look at us.
That's what's up. Now, with what you were saying before about the music, do you feel like the streaming era has caused, I guess, a lack of creativity?
No, I think the streaming era made people lazy. No, I'm gonna tell you a story. Maybe you heard me say it before. Everybody who watches Heritage Hip Hop, they'll know this story. Back in the 2000s, I went to Enterprise, Alabama for the first, and I met my cousins for the first time ever in Alabama, right? And my cousin asked me, he was like, "Cuz, who's your favorite rapper?" I said, "Redman." What? He was like, "You just like him because he's from Jersey." And I'm like, "Nah, I like him because he's my favorite rapper. He out rap any of your favorite rappers." So they said, "I want to introduce you to some hip hop down here. I said, okay. They played for me Cash Money. Now, this is before Cash Money was big like that, right? Because I think what Bling Bling came out maybe. So like, to keep it real, they played me Cash Money, and they was like, ain't Juvenile the best rapper on Cash Money? I was like, no, BG is, and that was the whole argument, right? The point of me telling you that story is you could go to different territories and hear different sounds. Streaming gave people the opportunity to be heard, but it blurred the territories of what's being heard and how it's being produced and given. That's why I say it's lazy. It's lazy because people will catch one vibe and replicate it instead of representing where they're from. So that takes a lot of the art. It just becomes more sound than anything.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
I like that one a lot. Yeah, man. I have similar feelings to that as well. Because I miss the whole album feel. I just miss the feeling of an album, and now people are just focused more on the singles, which is not a bad thing, but it's different. You know, it's like the laziness is there. You can kind of hear it sometimes.
No, it's a bad thing because think about it. Besides the baby and Cardi B, who put out an album that you remember?
What, in the past year?
No, period. And I mean, those are pretty primarily new artists because we can all say Royce the 5'9", but that's going to go off the point. Like who have you really noticed an album of? See, and that's my point to me asking that question is because besides the baby and Cardi B, I don't see anybody else who's going to tour within the next 10 years.
No, yeah.
You're not going to be 50 years old talking about popping pills because then you're going to look like an ignorant asshole. So you're not going to be out doing that. Because Cardi B and the baby actually have songs that could take them to another album that will make new songs. The one thing new artists have to learn, you need a catalog to have longevity. So when you can say, I've been rapping for 20 years, and you got 20 years worth of material that you could do in a 45-minute set, because the average song is 3 minutes. And sometimes it's 2 because you do your guest verses. So besides them, the only new artists that I hear that makes them type of music that's mainstream are those. Not counting,
for sure.
But you got Kid Pro and Samad Savage and Mal, new people in Jersey, out the mud music. You know how we do.
Yeah, shout out to them.
We work.
And it's funny. Oh, go ahead. No, but I was thinking, and it's a good segue. I wanted to ask you. So, fucking Jay Electronica. He's one of those that he went for years without anything, and now he has something. But can he really tour with it? Can he really like?
Yes.
Do you think he could tour with that?
Yes. Because you got to understand, those 10 years he had guest spots, and he made 2 bona fide hip hop classics that nobody's ever going to deny. So he will tour off of those 2 songs alone. Then say Mos Def and them went on tour. He could go with them and do Exhibit B. Then not only that, he has. I ask everybody, did you ever hear his first album, Act One? Did you ever hear it?
Yeah.
Incredible.
No, but I'm saying for like recent, not just because his catalog. I mean, he does have if you take away the guest spots, though, his catalog. Do you think he can be able to and have a Jay Elect and Friends type tour?
Yeah,
it would pretty much be.
Yes.
I could kind of see it.
Mixtapes were bigger than that album. Because the Voodoo Man is incredible, and most people don't have that mixtape, Voodoo Man. Mm-hmm. And like I said, if you never heard the 15-minute album Act One, then you're missing a lot of who he is. But the thing that kills Just Blaze is his production. As long as he has production come out, what's going on, bro? As long as he has production come out, he'll always tour. Because a remix will do just as well as an original. His name is too big for him not to be able to tour.
How did you feel about the production on the album?
Weak. I think that was 444 Part 2. I don't think that was Jay Electronica's new album. I think Jay tap danced all over this album and on his back. I think Jay-Z did it. And on some of the tracks, Jay Electronica he didn't sound energized. He sounded like he was just doing it. But the standout tracks that they did, the production kind of carried it. I asked on my Heritage Hip Hop, who has the best guest 16 or guest appearance ever in history on a song? I think Jay-Z did that on that album. He carried that album. he's the best Guest 16 ever to me right now.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely he carried that shit.
No, it was all him. I mean, I couldn't imagine it without him now at this point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Elect had between like 50 and 55% of the album, and if you take away everything else or just Jay-Z, it's like, what is there? Just a few verses. That's it. And I thought about it. I'm like, maybe I should edit. I'm like, nah, that's too much work.
Matter of fact, Karev, you got any conspiracy theories on why that is? Why Jay-Z is so heavily featured on that album? And why they didn't just go with the full Jay Electronica solo?
This is what I think, and I'm not nobody, period. This is my opinion. I think Jay Electronica didn't want to do an album, but Jay-Z is his man, and Jay-Z wanted to see him come up. So I think Jay-Z looked his boy out and gave him an album. That's all I think. Because to keep it real with you, I have not heard Jay Electronica energized since Just Blaze. And being that Jay Electronica makes his own beats primarily, I just think he's just been playing it for a while. So, I mean, like I said, God bless him. If you understand the album, you'll love it. If you don't understand it, I don't think it's for you. You have to really be in that pocket to know. Like when Wu-Tang first came out, you had to know about the 5%. You really got to know about the Quran and Islam and stuff to really appreciate that album. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Because the album, I think the album is great. It's just for him saying my debut. It's like, and this is your project, and it's the only kind of name on it. If you don't really look into credits, it's like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, what do you like? Let's be real. Yeah, just saying, just my opinion. No, but I mean, and that's the shit with that. It's like, where would he take this? I mean, he says it in the project too, like that he didn't want to do this just for the public to, berate him in a way. And that's why he stayed out of music for so long.
That's good press. Hey, it's good press. It's good press because it could be so much better. That's all. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say he's the biggest letdown in history because he's not. Like I said, if you understand the album, I'm going to say it just didn't match the anticipation, and that's the sad part.
Yeah, it's that's the major thing about it, where it was the anticipation of it, and then even like, what has there been growth in the years that you've been kind of out of the game? I mean, he's not being completely out of the game, but still, it's like you've been kind of just riding the wave, and then now you're put in the spotlight. It's like, all right, what do you have to bring? I think that's my major critique of the album, because I get it and it's dope, but at the same time, it's like, has there been growth in a decade in that sense?
You smart.
I try.
Growth was the main thing that you said. And did he sound like he grew since Exhibit C to anything on that album? That's the main question. You smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's my only real critique about it. I mean, besides the fact that it's supposed to be his album and he's only on like 50-something% of it, but it's has there been growth? And I don't really think there has been. That's an unfortunate thing.
Not from Exhibit C.
No, not from that.
I mean, you would hope. I mean, lyrically, I just didn't see it. There were some flashes. There were some flashes of that brilliance, but I didn't get that same feel. Not one verse hit like Exhibit C did.
Yeah. And it does, it makes the point of, okay, Hov was probably like, all right, come on, son. Like, you gotta, let's do something. Like, put out a project already. So it does prove to that point. Yeah. Because he's didn't really sound motivated at all.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect him to take Hov out on any of those songs, but at least come close.
Yeah.
And
two different type of MCs, man. Jay Electronica would have sounded better rapping with Nas, rapping with Jay-Z. No, it's too many, two different types.
I didn't even think about that one.
That's the thing. Like Jay, you got to think about it. Jay-Z, his voice range, is husky and he rhymes slower. So unless it was like okay, remember the what? What made the what Biggie and Method Man work so well was their octave range. Husky voice, deep voice. when you have a high voice and a deep voice, the production has to level off in the way where it complements both voices, and that was hard for that album because Jay Electronica, some of them like Shiny Shoot Theory, that worked for them. The Ghost of Soldier Slim was so amped, it brought you into it. When you look at when he Jay Electronica rapped for like it was like a 7 minute song, there was a letter or something like that. The letter Ezekiel Will or something. When you hear
Ezekiel
that,
Will.
his voice blended in so much with the beat that you got bored. And that's where they missed the mark to me. You know what I'm saying? Their production and how their voice range was to me correct correct in that production.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still confused as to why the mixing was so bad on that. I don't know if that was on purpose.
Because Young Guru was on it. It's I thought that was weird.
If Guru was on it, then you expecting crystal clear vocals throughout.
Mm-hmm.
So, was this like an artistic thing?
We would have to ask them, man. I can't tell you.
It's mind-boggling.
I just want to know why Just Blaze wasn't on it. That's all. That's all I worry about.
Because Shiny Suit Theory sounded like I downloaded it from Kazaa back in 2004.
Well, you know that song was over 10 years old, right?
That's what I'm saying. So it still sound like that. Like they didn't have the stems. Nobody tried to fix that up.
Hey man, I don't know.
Exactly. One of hip hop's mysteries, man.
Yeah, this is the perfection of that. Your disappointment will make this album live on and make people want to hear it. This album was going to be deemed a cult classic in about the next 5 years.
Possibly. A friend of ours called it, instead of Watch the Throne 2, he called it Watch the Mosque. Watch the Mosque.
That's very clever.
Yeah. It made perfect sense.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I'm looking up everything about it now.
No, but moving on. We wanted to ask you: have you been catching the battles? What was it last night? We had Scott Storch and Manny Fresh. Have you caught that one?
Nope.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
That's an unfair battle. Scott Storch will whoop Manny Fresh every time. Nah.
See, and I thought wrong. I'll admit, I thought wrong because I did forget.
Either Manny missed a few that he could have at least had a.
He had some in the clutch that he did not play at all, but there was some. It was yeah. I did think for a second. What's up?
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What's your favorite Manny Fresh beat?
Oh shit! Did he make Bling Bling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope one. Shit, I can't think right now.
Oh wait, no, Still Fly, I think.
Okay.
Stay Fly, but I stay fly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Stay Fly was a good one. Shit. What? Let me see. It was one that he played. I can't think of the name. It was one that he didn't play last night. What was the name of it?
A lot he didn't play last night.
He did. Yeah. I got that fire. Nope. Set it off. Damn. I don't know.
Okay. Well, listen.
Damn. I can't even think right now.
Here's why you showed me Manny Fresh was going to lose.
I know. I see it now.
Bling Bling and Stay Fly, that's the same era. Scott Storch went through every era. He went to the G-Unit era, he went to the Dre era, he went to the Destiny's Child era. So if your beats are only for one era, you can't win. My favorite Manny Fresh beats are Kings of the Underground on Bun B's album, and he did Rubber Band Man for T.I.
No, he played that one last night.
And think about it. I had to go outside of his camp to pick his best beats. Where Scott Storch is in the G-Unit camp, but his best beats were only G-Unit beats.
Yeah.
He was overmatched. That wasn't a good one. Manny Fresh should have won against Bangladesh or something like that. That would have been better for him.
How'd you feel about The Dream and Sean Garrett?
Which one?
The Dream and Sean Garrett.
The Dream is an OG. Dream is an OG. Dream is the best, hands down.
No,
The
he
Dream is the
is.
best.
He is just so. Oh my god, from the right, like just everything. He's dope. I didn't think that was a good match though. I don't know why. It just to me it just didn't. I don't know. I
When
feel
I
like they
heard
could
him
have paired Dream
sing
with
on the
somebody more challenging.
what's the song that Jay-Z did with Justin Bieber when they did the unreleased version with the Dream on it? Holy Grail. But see
Yeah,
that's
Holy Grail.
where the electronica it didn't work with Jay-Z. There you go. You small.
You're right. You're right.
All right, so
Pause.
Nah, I'm excited to see what more they got. I forgot who they said to match with Scott, but Storch, like I didn't when I thought Manny would have wiped his ass out. I really thought that I forgot that Storch had so many fucking hits. As soon as he played Me, Myself, and I tapped out. I was like, man, he got this. I'm out. Fat Joe in the live chat, like, throw in the towel, Manny. And I felt bad, but you could tell he was salty too. Manny, no, he had hits he could have played, but he still would have, yeah, he still would have gone down for that one.
1 hour. Not good enough.
man, if only I could see DJ Premier versus Pete Rock.
Have you ever seen him do it?
No, but we did talk about that too.
Go on YouTube and they did it live in concert in Europe. Go look it up. It happened already. DJ Premier, New York State of Mind. It was one of the greatest things I ever seen, yo. It was like a 15, 20-minute set.
It did happen. Yeah, I didn't catch it, but that did happen. And now Timberland posted his like wish list is Kanye versus Pharrell, I believe. Yeah. Ooh, that would have been a Kanye.
In your opinion, who would win that?
Kanye and Pharrell, that's tough, man.
It's not. It's not tough at all. What?
You don't think so?
No, not at all. No.
I would say, and I'm a huge Kanye fan. I would say Pharrell, just because he's been in damn near every pocket.
No, I gotta say Kanye.
I'm gonna go with Kanye because if you can mix hip hop, R&B, and gospel, you're different.
Okay.
If you're gonna go, I'm happy to grinding to beautiful to what's the joint on the Jay-Z album? You know what I'm saying? Change clothes and go, or I don't know, get so high. You can do that, but when you think about Kanye West, let me just pull something out of my ass. I'm just doing my job on T.I.'s album, Trap Music.
Yeah.
Come on, like, I'm just on my ass right there. And then if you really want to go super hard, Down and Out by Cameron.
Down and Out was one of the best beats I've heard. Yeah, Down and Out was great.
Yeah. I heard some shit that there was something floating out there that he didn't produce that track, which I don't even know how people could even think about that.
That was the big thing. Not even just Blaze, all students of the RZA, by the way, but I want to hear the RZA beat back. That's what I want to hear. Give me the RZA versus somebody like somebody. Give me something grimy. I don't want to hear all this happy music. Give me some angry shit.
Yeah. No, the Alchemist and RZA. Yeah, because Alchemist, they try to pair Alchemist with Madlib, and Alchemist is like, nah, I don't want it.
Nah.
Like,
nah. No, that's not a good one. That's not a good one.
Motherfuckers don't.
Nah.
I want to hear the RZA battle DJ Quick or some shit like that. That shit would be crazy. Ooh. DJ Quick, the best ever. And he don't get the love he's supposed to get.
Nah, that'd be a dope one.
Yeah, what other type of challenges left?
There has to be a submission form for this.
There's the challenges you can do for beats. I mean, look, you got DJ Quick, Warren G, Dr. Dre, Battle Cat, Zaytoven, Madlib. You got Apollo Brown versus you can do Apollo Brown versus Ninth Wonder or Apollo Brown versus Crisis. Yeah. It would be great.
Yeah, I would see that.
Crisis is dope too.
You got Game Grease,
You got me excited. You got me excited for the RZA one.
Not Ski Beats.
Yeah, you got so many. You got Just Blaze, Marley Marl. You want to bring some old school shit out, and I mean, it could be nostalgia. We could have both generations rock, because that's what we need. We need somebody to. It's a lot of people, man. Large Professor, yeah. It would be wonderful.
I definitely love what he's doing, though.
Yeah. And look, fuck them. I don't care about the industry niggas. Look, we got A Sharp, we got Stanley Ipkiss, we got Freddie Tracks, we got Samad Savage, we got we got people in Jersey that make some of the hottest beats out right now. Yizzle from the rap villain camp. Come on, we got people who do your beats, man. We got music out there.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying, my man? You know, music.
yeah. He's our producer for the month, Spencer Sterling. Yeah, he
There
Yeah.
you go.
yeah,
Who's
Yeah.
also featured on Heritage Hip Hop is number
awesome.
three,
Yeah,
RWA.
yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Got my boy
Yeah.
Obi, my boy Obi Beats, who did all the production on my album for Kick and Snare. Yeah,
And
there's a lot of talented ones,
Blow
man.
My High.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Shout out to Obi. So, man, it sounds like you
Mm-hmm.
got the tools and you got the connections to set up that beat battle, or at least with it.
Well, listen, Stanley Ipkiss already does the beat battles, and he calls all these producers out. But guess what?
Yeah.
Your boys don't come out. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Stan Ipkiss from New Jersey. Shout out to Headphone Therapy. That's my. He flew out. He did a DJ. He did a beat battle, and they flew him out to Miami to go back, and he killed it out there.
No, yeah,
They
no.
actually.
Obi did the same one. They've been at the same places. I think they did it different years though. I'm gonna
That's
tell him
so.
he should. I'm gonna tell him to battle Stan.
Let's do it. Hey, y'all should cover it. Y'all should cover it on y'all platform. I'll cover it on mine, and we make it a party. What's up?
I'm gonna
Hell
have to
yeah.
holler at him. I'm gonna holler at him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look,
we should
this,
definitely get that
this what y'all
rolling.
missed. This what y'all missed. Stan Ipkiss did a silent beat battle. What y'all know about that?
Wait, say what?
He did
How?
a silent beat battle.
Wait, you said solid?
A silent beat
No,
battle. Yeah.
silent.
Oh,
Like you
silent
can't.
beat battle.
Yeah. How the
Yes.
hell did he pull that off?
And it was a classic event. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, like everybody wore headphones?
Yes. And every producer had their own color. They had their own color on the headphones, so you knew how to judge. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, my job we had one of those, but it wasn't a competition. But that would have been dope. Yeah, because when you listen to a beat like with speakers or on the phone, it's different. You know, in the car or your headphones, it's completely different. So it probably hits a lot harder. Ooh, I wonder. I hope he has another one soon because I definitely want to. When
All
all
right,
this is done, I want to go to that.
it's set. We're gonna try to make that happen for Jersey.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
We
We
got we
have
got
to.
we gotta make it happen. We gotta make it happen for the culture, man. For the motherfucking culture. All right, man. So then
Pictures.
we got mad shit in the works now, Karev. So we gotta make it happen, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting. You and my brand new friend. That's what's up. I'm waiting for y'all.
Yeah, you already know.
For
You
sure.
already know. All right, brother. So
All right.
wrapping up, man. If you could just let us know, tell everybody where they can find you online, everywhere, and what you got coming up in the future.
All right. Well, we just relaunched heritagehiphop.com. So I ask everybody, please go to www.heritagehiphop.com. Help us celebrate the fourth anniversary. We 4 years strong. About downloading playlist number 3 on the playlist. We're everywhere. And on heritagehiphop.com, if you become a member, which is free, y'all people that's fucking nuts about giving money, it's free. We have exclusive content. I'm dropping my own podcast series about what is hip hop and how are you hip hop. You you can only get that on the website. Kid Pro has one of our shirts on. It's Jersey Hip Hop, the T-shirt. So besides that T-shirt, we have other T-shirts like the New Jersey logo. That's on storefrontier.com/heritage hip hop. Heritage Hip Hop is on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Daily Motion, LinkedIn, everywhere you want to go. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. It's there. And just to leave with a partnership. Oh, before that, shout out to my team, Diamonds Entertainment LLC, Transparent Credit Repair, Fatty's Place, and Wildfire Marketing, and the Big A Show. You can see the Big A Show on YouTube. You go to Heritage Hip Hop, subscribe to our page. You see the playlist, and that's one of the playlists. Well, just remember, you are hip hop. God is hip hop. Your heart beats. The beat is what moves to the rhythm of life. You walk in steps. Steps are what we write our notes on. So music is the replication of God's blessings within your life. That's why everything works in harmony, like your system, like your bones, like how your blood pumps in your body, your endocrine system, your lymph node system, your respiratory system. reproductive system. If it moves in harmony, you are life. So hip hop is harmony and hip hop is God. So let's live godly. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what it
I
is.
love that. I got the
Karev, thank you
website
so much.
here, so I'm ready to sign up. So as soon as we wrap this up.
Yo, blessings, man. Thank you so much for everything, brother.
Thank you so much, and we'll connect. We'll connect soon.
Thank you, man.
My
Stay
new
safe
friend.
out there, please.
All well, y'all stay safe. Make sure wash your hands for 20 seconds at least. Lather that soap and take your vitamin C's and your vitamin E's. You need vitamin E because you got to protect your skin too. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
All right, brother.
All right. Thank
Appreciate
you
you,
again.
family.
Bye, love.
Got it. Thank you.
That was fire. Man, that was so good.
Tell you, man. Yo, it just kept getting better and better and better. That's what's
For
up.
real.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
I figured it would be more like a chop it up, but that was so fire. My new friend.
Yo, he dropped gems.
Dope.
Yo, him interviewing me was wild, man. He definitely brought those questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I've caught a couple of his interviews before, and it's he's so good. That's why when it was somebody who had saw the post when we posted on the Instagram shit, and then he tagged him in it, and then all of a sudden he DM'd the Instagram page, and I'm like, oh my god, because I know you have been on that, so I'm thinking, I was like, maybe if we get some traction, maybe we could reach out to him, maybe do like a crossover. But that was amazing. I can't wait to like actually sit down with him.
Yeah, he was dropping a lot of gems.
Man, that was fucking. I'm still like in awe. That was good. That was a good fucking talk.
Yeah, that's how I was with our interview, and he was interviewing me. He was just asking me the questions. I was like, shit, this guy's good.
Yeah. Damn, that was good.
And it was true. It was without even listening to my music. Like he had heard the songs, but the questions were pretty much related about as to how I was as a person and what I knew about the culture and what I cared about within the culture. So it was a real deep discussion. So with him, like that's what we're gonna get every time, like just real thoughtful, provoking, like interesting content. Yeah. So
and that's what I like too about that shit, because he definitely even like, and that the short amount of time that we we're talking and shit, he opened my eyes to, damn, because I can be biased about music, and I was trying not to be biased, but I will change my answer. I think Kanye would get it. I think because as soon as I seen it, he asked that question. I'm like, I want to say Kanye so bad, but then I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, you're just saying that because you're huge. So I'm like, damn, because I'm on record saying I'm a huge fan. So I'm like, fuck.
It's all good. I was like, all right, we heard your flip flop live, so it's all good.
Oh, shut up. No, but it was fire. Oh man, that was so dope.
No, that's what it is, man. Yo, shout out to John Mana. Shout out to Meanings Infinite, MI, aka Patty. And shout out to Karev from HeritageHipHop.com, man.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna sign up. I got the website up here.
Yeah, man. What a great fucking episode, man. This was dope. Now we didn't even have a fucking title.
We don't have a name. Flip Flopper? No, I don't know.
Not Flip Flopper. Nah, we gotta think of it now. I got nothing.
Damn. Now. We'll think about it in post. But damn, this is a good episode. I was a little worried because I've been I've been in that rut, but Karev kind of inspired me a little bit. I was like, okay.
Hey, that's like, what's up. Hey, sometimes it comes from random places, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it because I was laying in bed like hours before we started recording, and it was before I even like started setting up. I'm like, I don't want to do this today, and now I'm like, that was dope. I still can't even.
Yeah, you feel a little rejuvenated, right? Got a little bit of energy in you.
Yeah. No, I got some energy.
Hey, well, hopefully that helps you out more tonight.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's what it is.
Yeah, get some shit done.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I guess we'll leave it at that. So, people, thank you for staying locked in onto the Lyrical Fix Pod at the Lyrical Fix Pod on social media. Check us out on Anchor, Audio Mac, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and a bunch of other podcasts that we usually mention, or you can search for, like, comment, rate, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Keep us hot out in these podcast streets. As always, I go by the name of Kid Pro.
Go by the name of Sade.
And this has been episode 31 of the Lyrical Fix Pod. We'll catch y'all next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, all that good shit. Yeah.